What's up guys, welcome back to another action figure review, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Pennywise the Dancing Clown from the 2017 It movie. First we're going to take a quick look at the box. On the front of the box you get some nice artwork where it says Pennywise the Dancing Clown, and up here in the top right corner you get the little It logo. The front of the box can also open up, and by doing that you can get a great look at Pennywise in the packaging along with all the accessories he's included with. And on the underside of the flap you get a nice little promotional image by Neca themselves of Pennywise dancing. On the sides of the box you get the It logo and a little bit of artwork behind that. And down here you get Neca's logo, as they are the company that made this amazing figure. And here's the back of the box, and again you get a ton of promotional images from Neca themselves of this Pennywise figure all posed around with all the different heads. All this is pretty much meant to kind of, well, make the box look cooler first and foremost, but to kind of give you an idea what you can do with the figure when you take it out the box. And I love all these pictures. Very nice. Very excited to get this figure out the box, as I'm sure you are too. So let's stop talking and take him out the box. So first we're going to take a look at all the accessories Pennywise comes with. You get 2 open palm hands. Very nice sculpting on these. You get 2 interchangeable forearms to switch out with his spider legs that he has. And these are sculpted and painted very well. A lot of nice detail. And attached to these forearms are his 2 fist hands. Can be swapped out with the open palms I just showed you. Next up you get the head of the lady in the painting, and wow, this looks freaky. This was really freaky in the movie, whenever Pennywise would take the form of this. Next up you get this head for Pennywise, and this looks crazy as well. So much detail and so much paint. You get all the sculpted teeth on the inside of the mouth. They're painted as best as they probably could paint it. That's how it looks like from the side, and that's creepy as heck. It's so cool though. That's how it looks like from the top. You can kind of still see his eyes and his nose, which I think is creepy, but so awesome at the same time. And as it should, this head does come with a light built inside of it, and I think that's just an amazing touch. I mean, that's how it is in the movie, but for them to actually put a light in there instead of just painting it, it just makes a way better effect than paint ever would. It's kind of hard to tell, but it does shine pretty bright on a bright backdrop with lights pointing directly at this figure and this head. It's hard to tell, but it's a very nice light. On the back of the head, you do see the button right there. You just press that to turn the light on. And as you can see, the outline right here, you just pull the hair off just like that. And this does come with a battery, again, which is awesome. You don't have to buy your own special battery for this. It does come with one. So if it ever dies, you have to replace it, unscrew that, lift the panel up, and take the battery out. And here's the third head, and again, this is so cool. You get all the arms and the hands that are all scorched, that are coming out of his mouth. And that just looks so cool. They're all kind of sculpted and bent in a different way to kind of give it a variety. Oh, this head is great. It's hard to tell too, but there is a little hand right there at the top of his lip. Same thing with at the bottom right here. That are kind of like, they kind of look like they're opening his mouth. So much detail in such a small piece. This looks so cool. Super happy with how this came out. The last head that comes with this Pennywise is the one that is on him inside the packaging. Painted and sculpted really well. You can see his teeth kind of sticking out there at the bottom. You got his eyes, which are painted incredibly well. Really happy with that. And then the last accessories included with this figure, and yes, they are accessories because you can detach them and replace them with his regular forearms, are these spider legs. And these are painted and sculpted, again, really well. It's really nice how it fades in from his costume to these legs. I am taking these off for the rest of the review, but just so you know, they do have a point of articulation right here where they can bend, they can stick all the way out and bend in all the way back. And you do get a swivel at the lower arm right there. As for paint and sculpt, this figure is covered in it, as Neca is usually known for, especially for the price point. They just pack their figures full with sculpt and paint, and as of recently, a lot of articulation, which is great. Tons of nice detail, tons of nice paint. Very impressive, especially considering this is a $30 figure. On top of all the accessories they include with it. As for articulation on Pennywise, he has a ton of it. His head is on a ball joint, which he can look really far up, which the neck joint does help with, because there is a separate joint in just the neck. He can look all the way down at the kids if Neca ever does make them. Being on a ball joint, the head can also rotate 360 degrees. The shoulders are on ball joints that can go up not too far. The sculpt hinders it, but that's fine. And can go all the way back and around. You have a swivel at the lower shoulder cuff right here, and that can rotate all the way around. You can also rotate at the elbow if you really wanted to. You do have double jointed elbows that give very good range, a little bit hindered by the sculpt, but it's not too big of a deal. You do get a hinge at the wrist where it can go down and up. You do get a ball joint at the upper torso, which you can rotate all the way around. It can sort of go back and forward, but you're not really getting too much forward or back really with that joint. You do have ball joints at the thighs, which he could do the splits, but this piece right here is kind of a harder rubber or plastic. I kind of wish it was more pliable, because then his legs could move out and forward and back a little bit more, but as of right now, that's as far as his legs can go out. Same thing forward, like I said, they're going about that far forward and not much more because of the skirt. And the leg does go a reasonable amount back. You do get a upper thigh swivel. You get double jointed knees that get really good range and are quite hidden. You don't get a swivel at the foot, but right up here at the lower knee, it does swivel around. So that does make up for the lack of the foot being able to rotate side to side on its own. And speaking of the foot, it is on a hinge, which can bend back very far and can't really go forward too much. The sculpt kind of hinders it. And as it should be standard nowadays, you do get an ankle pivot. Real quick, we'll just take a look at how all the different heads look on the body. And this is the head that comes on the figure inside the packaging. I don't think it's too big or too small. It looks pretty proportionate with the rest of his body. Here's the head with all the burnt arms coming out of his mouth. Here's this head on the figure. Oh, and then we get to this head. This face still creeps me out. Definitely has a big forehead. It has a massive forehead. But his head sculpt is still great, and I still think it does fit on the figure pretty well. As for size comparisons, here is Pennywise compared to your average size Marvel Legends, which, if you didn't know, Marvel Legends are a 6-inch scale, while NECA is a 7-inch scale figure line. But to be honest, I still do think these go pretty good together. I feel like Pennywise, being the thing he is, he can definitely alter his size. And then here he is compared next to Ripley, and these look great. Pennywise is taller, as he should be. Other characters NECA makes scales perfectly well with this Pennywise. Overall, I think this is a really great figure, and if you think so too, you can have a chance of owning it. I'm going to do a giveaway at 100 subs. The only thing is, this channel has to get 100 subs by June 16th. That's the end of this week. Sunday, 4 days from now, when this video gets uploaded. So if you want a chance at owning this, hit that big red subscribe button down below and tell your friends to do the same, as they could own this Pennywise figure. If you did enjoy this video, hit the like button. Also hit that big red subscribe button, as it does support me and help me out a lot. Lets me know you guys do somewhat enjoy my content and you do want to see more. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.